We want to welcome everyone to the crypto kingdom and the Bitcoin spike. Guys, welcome. We're having a great day here, and I just want to go through a few details for you in terms of kind of the price action and what all we're looking at. Guys, Bitcoin has done phenomenally well. Former presidential advisor, and guys, I've worked with tycoons all over the place, guys, former billionaires, etc., current billionaires. Some of them have since passed. What has not passed is the season for Bitcoin. Let's go into it. Let's get into the charts, and let's talk about the technicals today. I want to talk about your overall strategy. We have entered into a zone where I told you guys we were looking at a value zone. You guys understand that? We were looking at a zone for some value. Where can we get some more value? I want to talk about what value is, guys, on Bitcoin. Talking back to what is this? Midnight Blue. Look at this, guys. In 2016, let's talk about the fact Bitcoin went from in and around, let's just say ballpark 500, guys, up to about 18,000, a gain of 3,400% estimate. Let's talk more recently about Bitcoin. From 4,000, this market here, if you look on the candles, it's about 3,000, upper 3,000s, guys, 4,500 thereabouts in 2020, up to the most recent high, all-time high of 64,863, 64,863.10, $64,863.10. I'll never forget it. But we're a little tired here. We've been working on the markets, and guys, you know the crypto market doesn't stop. As you guys regenerate, let's try and use this time. Let's kind of pep it up a little bit if we can. In terms of Bitcoin, in terms of your altcoins, let's try and create some energy so that we can kind of snap out of the standard market. I know those altcoins have been beating you guys up, right? You guys are trying to get in the lower prices. You guys have been having phenomenal gains. I know that. We covered Luna yesterday. I want to let you guys know we covered Luna. What did it do? Bam, it shot up like from that low. It shot up to like 30%, guys. That was a nice move. Sol is moving nicely. ADA is on the march. You guys are doing well in your altcoins. It's very exciting. The big market mover, guys, as we talk about the overall gains that have been had throughout the entirety of the years here, guys, understand Bitcoin has performed as well as those altcoins. It really has. It has that level of kind of personal, I'd say that the crowd, the group are involved in it because they remember those gains. They remember the 1,400% gain, about a 15x from 2020. Some people remember that. Some people remember back in through, let's say 2016, they remember picking it up for maybe $200, $300, $500, right? And going up to 18,000, 3,400% return. So as we look at this, guys, there's a lot of interest in Bitcoin and people with heavy holdings. So as we look at this, that's exciting. We're not just dealing with, some people are working with smaller accounts. A lot of people have huge accounts right now in Bitcoin. We want to address that market. We want to talk to you. I've had some meetings this last week with some heavy financial advisors in terms of some of the top one. I'd say that one of the top one from a group of top ones in the industry and in the United States. So $30 million in Bitcoin, one guy, another guy, stories like that. So as we approach the technicals, I want to let you know this is not for like a fly-by-night shop. We're not going to just enter into, shout out to Carlos, nice to see you. We're not going to enter into, just kind of a dialogue to hype people up. No, we understand you have large holdings. We understand people have significant holdings that a lot of your portfolio is riding on the action of Bitcoin. So as you're looking at your altcoins, everything else, guys, understand a small move for Bitcoin can result in a huge profit for you and your altcoins that you specified out. And from ADA, Cardano, congratulations to you guys. There's a lot of action. XRP has been interesting. There's a lot of action from definitely AXS has been a phenomenal one for us. We picked that one out at what was that? At about $9, about a little under $9. It went to I think over 70 recently. So a lot of 2x's, 5x's, 10x's. They're all over the map. Bitcoin has been, guys, in terms of 1,400%, 1,400% in 2020 to 2021 here, that all-time high of 64,863.10. As we diagnose and we delve into the technicals today, I bring up those gains because I want you guys to understand the march you're going through right now in your altcoins, right? In terms of trying to produce a 3,000% gain. This looks familiar to you guys to working with your altcoins. Absolutely. 3,400% gain Bitcoin in 2016 to 2017, right? Yes, absolutely. So as we look at that, Bitcoin has produced like that. So the holdings that people have or the larger amounts of money that people are willing to look at now in terms of investing are Bitcoin, Ethereum, some of these larger holdings. I will repeat in case anyone missed it yesterday. I received information that, from a wealth management standpoint, people people are now looking at a division of 80% Ethereum, 20% Bitcoin. Now, just because we're Bitcoin Spike and, just because we're, the crypto kingdom, I'm not going to hide that information from you. I'm not going to let you guys know, well, the top guy, one of the top, wealth advisors in the nation, I'm going to let you guys know what I find out. I think that's very interesting. An 80-20 split, okay, in favor of Ethereum. That's where the kind of institutional money is looking right now. A lot of people with, and that's not a new investment, okay? Very interesting, a new investment. As people look at holding, or they look at day trading, Bitcoin, which is a phenomenal, I'd say, guys, as you look at day trading Bitcoin, it's just a slower mover. A lot of your altcoins are moving more quickly to the upside, guys. A lot of them experienced a downside that was a tremendous value. I'm going to say that. And, Bitcoin did retrace about 55% total from its all-time high. That represents a value. I've told you guys that the individuals that I knew, and not the wealth manager, et cetera, but just individuals were looking for more value, from this top situation. Why we expressed that recently before it has kind of gone into this zone. We're getting into that value area. Guys, as you know that's just that's in line with the technicals. I also want to bring up a little bit of it's just to remind you guys, in terms of the current price at 45,061, recently up as high as like 48,000, pushing up to the 50,000 mark. Okay, pushing up to that 50,000 mark. As we look at, I want to remind you, definitely in the back, you guys, I'm appreciating the interaction in the back. The VIPs in the back are doing a great job. Hit that like button if you guys are just tuning in. I need your support on this channel to let me know you guys appreciate these streams. I am bringing you guys information, guys, that in terms of Luna, I went through a heavy accumulation on Luna. You guys know, last 27 days, Luna's been up 350%. Okay, I would, like to continue to do these, guys, for you. Definitely, I just want your reconfirmation here in terms of a like. That would be very much appreciated. Now, I did line this out for you guys. I did let you guys know. Let's turn this green. Let's go ahead and turn this green. I did let you guys know that there was kind of, this type of formation here. If you guys will remember that, absolutely. You guys will remember this in the back. I brought that up in terms of this formation. And I said, are you prepared if this were to do this, up at the higher levels? Now, none of this action was here when I brought this up. You guys will recall that in the back? Okay, so we have exactly done what I indicated just in terms of a preparatory move, that we had, the preceding move. You guys understand technical analysis requires us to look at previous pricing behavior, apply it to the current situation to try and benefit, to try and profit, and predict the pricing levels, guys, from the pricing levels and with the pricing levels. So as we looked at this movement here, it was just clearly indicated by the previous periodic movement of the price action. A big question right now is whether or not we've entered into kind of an Elliott wave frustration, guys, a real Elliott wave frustration to where it could completely capitulate down through here. That's a big question on people's minds right now. Now, everyone that I have surveyed, or people have given me information of anyone that has an opinion on this, I want you to listen, because the people with an opinion right now are looking at 15 different time frames to give you an answer, and all different types of hypotheticals. You know that. Everyone is giving a caveat, this, that, everything. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Guys, I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to do that. If you'd like to tune in and really pay attention, I'm not going to do that. And you guys know we've been very accurate. I've told you we're in the green the other day. Like, we had the green light, and bam, we went up 8%. You guys know that. We've been very accurate, not only on Bitcoin, also on our altcoins, guys. I'm talking about some major moves, guys, some heavy moves, some decently heavy moves up into about, 6 figures, adding 6 figures into Luna. Okay, they're about 6 figures into a position. I covered that yesterday. I wanted to cover that because, guys, I felt it was indicated to cover it. We went through it. Everyone tuned out. You missed out on a 30% gain, guys. We leveled up with say equivalent 6-figure position, okay, into it, and bam, okay. So that's a 30% gain on a 6-figure position. Thereabout, guys. That's a big gain. So as you look at chasing a bunch of altcoins, etc., if you can focus on one that's moving like Luna, if you can get in the action and see how it's correlated negatively or positively with something like Bitcoin or Ethereum, guys, that's your ball game. That's 30%. That's your month, right? Depending upon it. And maybe you want a 5x, 10x, you can do that as well. The 20%, 4 times that, guys. If you get a 20% 4 times, what do? You double your money. Okay, so when I'm talking about a 350% gain, okay, on Luna over 27 days, do you know how many times it just went up 20%, 20%, 20%? Guys, it adds up. 20% 4 times, you're going to double your money. So this is a big move, right? This move right here is a big move. The move on Luna that I brought to you guys yesterday, maybe that's not your favorite coin. Maybe something else is going to beat it by 5%. Yeah, maybe audio would have beat it by 40% the other day. I'm going to call this out because I day traded at the top of that sucker. Angel knows we were cranking down trades at like, 5 and 10 grand in terms of making 5 and 10 grand. And to let you know it went up 40%, then what did it do? Well, it went down. It went down about the entirety of that. So, guys, if you're not paying attention, if you're chasing the wrong coin, and I know you believe in certain coins in the space, we definitely have, favorites. We all do, whether it's Cardano, whether it's Luna, whether what have you, whether it's Doge. Understand, we're just looking, guys, at expressing the most accurate kind of approach to you and providing you with useful information, timely information, and accurate, delivered in timely and accurate information. Let's say that delivered, guys, so that you can profit. That's the whole goal of this station. If you don't have any time for it, I would encourage you to review yesterday's stream, the entirety of it that you missed out on. Review it, okay? Review it how the hit went for 30% on Luna, guys. I told you guys we were prepared to double down at lower levels. Right, and I'm just gonna, in terms of that, the people in the back, etc. You guys know that we entered into that position. You know that Luna's been phenomenal for us. It's not Luna or the highway. We definitely discuss other things. I want to shout out to Jose. He called Adam just now before the break on the hour or on the new day into the pricing action. Congratulations, Jose. Nice call. You gave that to me in the back, and bam, it shut up. Very beautiful call. So I know you guys have good technicals. I know you have good trading strategy. As we look at this, though, you have to know that, this triangulation kind of approach here that I brought you, this is exactly what we've done here, right? And I did tell you also on the top, guys, the people that I'm interfacing with, et cetera, that I know of. Let's just say no of, maybe no. I don't want you guys to target them or anything weird, right? But I want to let you know that I was looking for, to gain additional value at a little bit of a lower price, right? So we have accomplished, that, and I'm going to say we've accomplished that. We've gotten to a level at 44,931. That's just off the 47,000. It's a little bit more value. And in terms of this triangulation, you guys know before any of this was here, I did bring that up to you in terms of what would you do? Are you prepared for a lower level? And the lower level has come, guys, what the nice part is in terms of altcoin season, you understand each one of these moves right here, as we're able to predict them here, they affect your altcoins beautifully. You guys know that. Your favorites, guys. I'm going to tell you this one thing about altcoins. It seems as if every altcoin gets its chance. I'm going to tell you, they need to make sure, understand the dynamics. They need to make sure that people that are holding, that are a part of the community, that they have their own opportunity to go through a growth cycle. True. You guys know that. It's all about the timing. If you're holding and if you're patient, some of you guys with Doge, etc., if you're being patient, understand, I do believe your time will come. You guys know that, especially with Doge, especially with some of these. You guys understand it just takes a while, right? So things will have a different pricing cycle to them. If we look at the entirety, of the pricing cycle here, this doesn't look very much unlike some of your altcoins, right? Standard features, cyclical pricing, 1, 2, 3 cycles. The first gain on the first cycle, 3,400 for Bitcoin back in 2017 up through 2000, and it was about December of 2017. Right? Mid-level, not too much. This more recent pricing cycle, 1,400%. So a lot of people have done phenomenally well, just like you're looking at your altcoins, wanting to rear in them, gun up for them. And, I guess we can look at a very interesting question as people differentiate between the two. Let's go back to the pricing of Bitcoin. Let's do this. Let's get into this. I think you guys will like this. Now, Bitcoin back in 2013 was $48, right? Back in 2013 was $48. Okay, so that's interesting. Are your altcoins right now? Are they at are they at $50? Are they at $60? Are they at that level? Do you believe your altcoins have the potential to go up to $44,000? Let's just talk about that. A very interesting point. Huh? If we go back to 2013, if we look at something that's that's in the realm of $100, let's say $100, $200, does your altcoin right now, if you're looking at it, a lot of you are trying to get to $10, trying to get to $1, trying to get to 50, 100. Some of the altcoins are doing well. Luna's at about $30, up from our acquisition price that I did a deep core value on live stream just to listen to what money could have been made, guys. In terms of that deep core value acquisition model, I think one of the prices was $6.50. They're about $6.50 up to $30 in 27 days. That's nice. As I look at the long-term potential, as we discuss this, guys, we're looking at like around 50, 60, 70 bucks, maybe $100, and at around let's say 2013 for Bitcoin, maybe about that, thereabouts, under $100 in 2013. Can your altcoin go to 50,000? Guys, this is a unique animal. You guys know that. So is Ethereum, right? Yeah, there's a few of them out there that you guys are, placing in. Maybe we'll go to $50. We'd be happy with that. As you look at the constrictions of the market cap, I do believe that Ethereum and Bitcoin have an unlimited market cap. Yes, there's a saturation point with the overall, currencies, etc. The interests of the governments, guys, as we start to look at this, the interests of the governments. Russia came out with news today. I thought it was very interesting. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, is going to require that the officials with crypto holdings disclose their holdings. Transparency, very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing whether or not that's going to be transparent. That's a very big move. So, the fact that crypto is now, kind of an international governmental dialogue, why is that important? Because those individuals are making decisions for whether or not it's going to be used, whether or not it's going to be used in those specific countries. So I believe the whole procedure would be, now before we start to delve into we're going to use it, we need to know which ones of you actually own it and may have an interest in it. I see that as a very strong indicator from Russia today that maybe they are on a path forward to, eliminating that bias which could exist in terms of, and that's speculation, but in terms of that procedure, I like to think of things in terms of that, like how would we clean the board up if someone wanted to eventually adopt or get into cryptocurrency? The governments are not missing out on this price action, guys. They're not missing out on this bull run, which Bitcoin has been through. And not to put the words in anyone's mouth in terms of Russia and what they choose vis-a-vis the United States. I'm a friend of all nations, right? I sign a treaty in terms of my bias. I'm neutral on the matter. But as we look at that key information from Russia, to me, that tells me they're looking at both transparency and they're looking at maybe a potential to vote on something, or maybe the potential to actually structure something for the benefit of Russia and the world, potentially. El Salvador is on the map, right? El Salvador has approved Bitcoin. In a few weeks here, they'll be going live with that. That's very exciting for Bitcoin. Ethereum's not getting that push right now, although Ethereum's getting a big, you guys know that, a big kind of salute in terms of price action from everyone. So let's dig into the technicals here. Just wanted to mention that about Russia. I thought it was very interesting. We'll just reframe around this. I did mention, this triangulation here and asked, and I had the other one drawn up here. If we went through something like this, how would you respond? Would you be prepared for that? Not only in Bitcoin, but also in your altcoins. So the standard wave formation, you guys want to know whether or not this is a wave formation, right? Okay. Well, typically a wave formation is going to include the following. Don't tune out, guys. This is a very important note. I'm not going to jump through a lot of different time frames. I really want to focus on the indicators right now. Let's see if we can pull up a typical standard Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to pull up a Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and guys, this is a big deal. We should achieve a 5. Okay, I'm going to tell you in terms of Elliott wave formation, it's going to want to go in terms of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to tell you guys that's standard practice Elliott wave formation. You guys understand that. That's in your procedures. That's in everything you guys look at in terms of that application. That's the standard wave formation we would expect to see. So in terms of talking about the pricing, I want to do it in terms of technical analysis that you can learn Elliott wave theory. Okay, he worked with Merrill back in the day. Okay, Merrill Lynch. Okay, yeah, back in the day. And in terms of Elliott wave theory, you would count 1 up, 2 down, 3 up, 4 down, 5 up. Okay, each of these is its separate wave counted. 1 up, 2 is down. This is not 2 up top. So as we look at the entirety of this, this is what I would expect in terms of the price action. The question would be, how deep would we go? There is a minute possibility, and I'm going to say it's against the probabilities, that your 3, 4, 5 has occurred just like that. I'm just going to tell you that is a minute. It is a small fraction of a chance, guys. Or not maybe a small fraction of a chance. It's in the minority, okay, in terms of what would be expected here in terms of this formation. So just kind of rest assured in terms of that. Still, we're still definitely in kind of in terms of the RSI, relative strength index, in terms of the MACD. Guys, it's looking fine in terms of the in the RSI, in terms of the chop zone. We're going to do RSI and the EMAs. That is one of the best indicators as you guys go through all your different time frames and look and frustrate yourself to find out the exact. And we do that a lot when we day trade. You guys know that we want to know the exact confirmation levels, guys. On the aggregate, that chop zone is going to be one of the key indicators to kind of put you at rest. Okay, so the RSI and the EMAs are in line right now. That's our current status. They're just in line right now. Is it heavy? Is a heavy move indicated right now? I want to talk about something that I've been discussing with people today. I've been discussing as people's interest is growing in Bitcoin. They've been asking me, well, give me the information I want to go ahead and buy. I always explain to them, particularly right now. I want to explain to them, particularly right now, and I can turn up the microphone. Let me do that for you. If it's a little bit shallow, let me go ahead and turn that up. Maybe that's a little bit better in terms of the overall microphone. If it's too loud, please let me know. So someone recommended I turn up the microphone. I'm happy to do that. As we look at Jag, happy VIP. What's up, brother? I know you're making money, brother. Definitely Jose making money. Everybody making money, guys. Just very nicely done. Let's go through this. Let's go through the technicals again. Now, in terms of this again, let's just refocus the minority, just to make sure you guys do hear that the minority approach would be, guys, that this final wave here would just be this little bit incremental wave right there. Guys, typically, that's just out of conformance with guys' technical analysis. It just is. This would be your overall wave based on probabilities. We would look for a 4, and then we would look for a 5. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you guys, that is the probability here. And again, your indicators. Guys, what is CHOP? Guys, CHOP, the CHOP indicator is going to include, it's going to be, guys, a synthesis, a computation of your relative strength index and your EMAs. Guys, it's one of the strongest indicators that you can use to understand what's really going on instead of hunting through all the different time frames. I didn't want to do that today because the other channels keep doing that and they're confusing you. They're giving you 15 different probabilities and, well, this can happen, that can happen, if this happened, and then they want to rewind and tell you, well, see, we told you. It's like, come on, guy. I'm kind of like sworn off of all of that stuff because it's just, I find it without utility. Something like this is highly useful, right? It's highly useful in terms of like everything is still in conformance in terms of the relative strength index, okay, combined with the exponential moving averages. It's still okay, right? And not like it's okay, everyone. No, guys, it's cruising. I mean, Bitcoin has done extremely well. We have a healthy position in it, and I mean healthy. It's good. It's not $10, guys. It's a nice position. We're excited about it. And if I thought there were any kind of real concern, we would address that, guys. I'm going to tell you guys that we would address it for ourselves. And we're fine. We're good right now. I want to let you guys know we're good. We're good. Everything's good. Bitcoin's good. You guys doing good? I hope you're doing good. I hope VIP's going well. You guys are making money on your alts, etc. Absolutely. So I just want to give you a little bit of a relaxed factor. I don't hear anyone in the space that's kind of like, you guys doing okay? Is everything okay? I know maybe it's boring. You want to tune out to someone else who's like, and the next pattern we're going to, guys, we can do that, but are you okay? Are you eating well? How's your family? Right? It's nice to know you guys in the back, etc. I enjoy communicating with you guys in the back. It's like a personal, social integrated framework, a good team, right? We're killing it, right? We're having a good time amidst all of that. To shout out to all you VIP, I hope you're just doing well. Like, we can slow down for a moment. I hope you're doing well. People tune out. They have to get to the next answer on the next station that's wrong. We've been really right. We've been okay. Yeah, everyone's like, we've been okay. In terms of, let's go through Luna. I want to go through it just because you could have made a ton of cash yesterday. Everyone we know, maybe you made money somewhere else, right? Maybe you did. We're seeing it at 31. It's at 31. What was it at yesterday? I don't know if it was at 25. Was it at 25 yesterday? Oh, good gosh. Guys, the reason I just brought it to you, yesterday I brought it to you because I wanted to talk about a value proposition here in terms of we were ready to double down, right? I said that on the drop, right? Now you ran into kind of a nice hit with an EMA, and it just killed it, guys. It just bam. And, that was 10. Actually, it was on the preceding one. It was down here. You'd be up 33% right now. Yeah, 33%. This angel powerhousing in. Why? Because, guys, we threw another about 6 figures into it out in this area, and I was like, I told him yesterday, I was like, Angel, I have a surprise for you, and we threw another a good 6 figures healthy into it. Shout out to Angel, our key contributor on top. He's just killing it. But we did that, and I said, I have a surprise for you, and I know he was waiting, like, what's the surprise? And I was like, and then we woke up and it's just bam through the roof, and I told him today, I'm like, that was the surprise, and he's like, that'll work. We'll take those surprises. So we have a very, very healthy position in that. We're enjoying this trade very much. I know he appreciated the lack of fear in getting into that point. I discussed that yesterday. I want to just talk about that as a component of what you're doing these days. Are you fearful when you enter into a trade? Do you have the proper strategy? Do you have the backup reserve capital? Let's look at the gain that we have. 381%. They're about 381% now in 27 days. Magnifico. That's nice, guys. That's nice, Angel. What's up? What's up? That's nice, huh? That's nice on a healthy position. Now, you didn't have to invest that much. Did you know? We talked all the time, guys, about and your overall approach. Let's just go through it, because, guys, that's real money right there. Yeah, that's real. That's a real return. You'll tell people about that return, and they're like, whoa, that's a nice return when you talk about the figures involved, 6 figures, etc. That's a nice return. Bravo. What's up, guys? I'm glad our group is doing well. This was discussed in a deep value acquisition, a deep value zone. Guys, towards the bottom, we went through a heavy accumulation schedule on this, down into the heavy accumulation. We covered that on the stream, and you guys know that Angel and I got into it. I'm curious who else got into it. Did they get into it? Did anyone else kind of follow the leader? I'm just going to say that in terms of Angel, he's been a huge resource. 381%, guys. Well into 6 figure. Well into 6 figures now. It's nice. That's a nice move. That's the kind of move that can make your year kind of a little bit brighter. So in terms of this, guys, beautiful move. Very excited. VIP, what's up? I know you have gains on your other coins. I know you do. I haven't heard much about them. I just haven't heard. I am jealous of that fact. I know you're not supposed to be jealous, but I want to know how well you guys are doing. You guys want to look at Ethereum? Let's look at Ethereum real quickly, guys. That 80-20 split that we're looking at, in terms of Ethereum to Bitcoin, people are just saying they want that 80-20 split on Ethereum to Bitcoin. I don't have that. We don't. Angel and I aren't trading that right now. We're not. We're more heavily involved in Bitcoin. We just are. Angel's been around in Bitcoin since $7.79. The novelty of Ethereum is nice. It may gain some additional traction. It hasn't. It hasn't. Really deviated too much from the overall trajectory that we've seen. This overall trajectory that we've seen in terms of Bitcoin's trajectory, but it just seems like more of a novelty, more of a new technology that may have some more traction in the market in terms of pricing. Also, it's at a lower price. It's at 3,000. Could you see Ethereum at 25,000? Yeah, you could see Ethereum at 25,000. At some point you could. Couldn't you? You could kind of, if it's the lead blockchain calculative and technology, you could probably see maybe at some point 25,000. How quickly could it get there? But you could kind of see that. Now we'll do the technicals on it, etc. There's a lot of time between here and there. You guys know, between something like that and now. Could you see 1,600? Boy, I sure hope so, right? If you look at the pricing cycle, it was like, I sure hope so. It'd be a great time to pick some more Ethereum up. Coming from this 1723, I always look at value propositions. I am never afraid of a low price, ever. I love them, guys. 80%, guys, on your bulls, on your ETH bull coin, guys, this was over a 400% gain during this time period. A lot of you guys are playing those bull coins that are going very well. It doesn't require leverage. It's just a beautiful, it operates on an option on the backside. And you guys, that's beautiful. You guys can trade them on Gate. The link to Gate is on the top. It's also in the description. You guys plug into that. So in terms of Ethereum, I have drawn out a little bull flag. What do you guys think? Not really a little bull flag, at least a channel formation. As we look at this, just always go to the macro. Always stretch your calculatives in terms of what's indicated potentially on a move like this. As we're getting into these macros, it's just becoming more interesting that we may not have this solid run up for Ethereum. We may not have that we want in terms of a classic bull flag formation. But guys, it would be a phenomenal move to the upside if we were to just complete this breakout of this channel and stack this as a measured move. We'd be okay, wouldn't we? Yeah, we would love that for our Ethereum. Let's go ahead and look at that. If we can break that channel line, and I have taken this bottom line, okay, I've made an equivalent move. I've just copied and cloned this, guys, and I moved this up. Guys, that's within conformance of technical analysis. You guys understand that? We would do a measurement of that channel thereafter, and we would want to see what the upside target was. You guys see that? We would just see what is that target. Now, we don't have that classic run up, the nice velocity that we would want to see before this, right? So that would kind of compromise, I would say, the trajectory to the upside. We don't have a clear flagpole essentially to move. They say flags fly at half mast. You guys know that. So, but we do have that channel formation, nice, beautiful channel formation now. So in terms of stacking, in terms of a measurement from wherever we could break out of on Ethereum, we could be looking at a target. We'll just go ahead and just mark this up at about 5,326. That would be very, very ordinary for us to see that, guys. Ordinary given the establishment of this channel. This channel formation right here is just really, really indicated, right? It's a clear expression of a channel formation that if it breaks, we won't be the only ones looking at a figure. We'll do the exact calculatives later if necessary. It's not, the purpose is not, the exact scientific answer now. But yeah, we'd like $5,293 for Ethereum would be great. We would also love to have, and you guys know this will never change, we'd also love to have a cheaper opportunity, a less expensive opportunity to get into Ethereum at any point in time, not just on this micro interval here. As we look at a recent drop, from this nice high of 3340, 3,300, and $40, guys, 3,000. As we look at this, about a 10% drop, not a big deal. You guys know you're in crypto. A 10% drop is nothing. A 20% drop is nothing. It's a good time to power more money into it, right? In terms of that, guys, cover your upside exposure always, and just have a stomach for crypto. You guys need to understand that it is just what we are. You can scan the QR code in the top left, absolutely on the top left on your cell phone. You guys can scan the QR code and you'll be able to get 1,000 USDT plus some other benefits that are up to I think $4,000 or something like that, guys. It's real. There's a reward program. Talk to Freddie. Freddie's our VIP. He's into mining. The guy won a Tesla. Do you guys know that? Freddie won a Tesla. I have to tell him, Freddie, I have to. It's so cool. He won a Tesla from Tesla. He's like the guy. He's like, this beautiful story, a miraculous story. He won a Tesla. Anyway, Freddie, I had to tell him it's so cool. You guys know that. Freddie won a Tesla. He won one. Huh? That's cool, huh? We got some cool guys in the back in the VIP. If you guys aren't members, you need to join. You need to talk to Freddie. Sorry, Freddie. Don't worry about it. Freddie's also into crypto mining and some cool stuff. I had to tell him about all the cool stuff about you. You are just you're a light in the back. You're just like the lights on. He's trading. He went from $8,000 to $15,000 in 48 hours. Hello, I'm sitting here talking about six-figure positions, etc. He went from 8,000 to 15,000. All he did was listen. He literally listened to what was going on. And the new guys always do really well because they're like plugged in. They want to know this and that. He doubled his account in 48 hours. Hello. That's a nice move. That's a nice move, Freddie. Yeah. We have a lot of stories like that. When people first get plugged in, they listen. Everyone else gets, well, I have this or I have this. I don't know what it is, guys. But Freddie just set the mark. Again, we have a batch of stories like that. So let's look at that bull flag. That's a nice run up to it, guys. Nice bull flag for Ethereum. We want to see that. We can go over Luna again. I'm so excited about that. That is so much fun just to get into a trade. And yeah, Angel, you always know that double down approach. I said yesterday, double down. And that's what double down means. It's like, well, that's kind of against the market. Contrarian. Yeah, as we look at Bitcoin, guys. What is everyone saying right now? Well, everyone is saying, they're saying, 10 different things out of 10 different sides of the mouth, right? They're saying, well, on the this time frame, that you can't even understand what they're saying, right? We're in a strongly indicated daily chart. Just go with the daily, go macro, right? Don't flip out, right? It's daily indicated. It's very nice. We've gone down a little bit in value. Great. It's crypto. We do that every other day, right? Down about 6%. That's no problem. Just understand that the indications and the probabilities have us going on an Elliott wave formation. ELLIOTT, two T's, okay? Elliott wave formation. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that is what is indicated based on the probabilities. Okay, the other notion that people would like to fear into you, etc., is that maybe this right in here is this third, fourth, and fifth wave. I'm just going to tell you guys, maybe that right in there is the 1, 2, and then the 3, 4, 5, just like that. Guys, that's really out of step with the entirety of technical analysis. It doesn't comport. That's just not the way that this is looking. So in terms of this, is this a guarantee it's going up to the number 5? Guys, variability always exists. That's not a caveat. It's more of a disclaimer. Am I worried about my position? No. If we were to go into the red zone here, if we were to go to where there's a cross on the RSI, Relative Strength Index, and the EMAs, my outlook would completely change. It's based on technicals. It's not, one of the 15 ideas that people can throw at us today from different channels or screaming or jumping or, I was wrong here but not here. No. This is just technicals. It's the most simple application of relative strength index and exponential moving average. That's it. Those are the key indicators, right? You get into like a moving average, convergence, divergence. You get into different, different nuances of the indicators. But guys, when they're this clearly indicated and it's put together with, for you in a formula, I just hope you guys use the formula to create profits. That's the goal, right? So as you use that, you can use this on any of your coins. And you may wonder, well, it must be nice to do really well. It must be nice to have, six-figure position. Or, hey guys, Freddie started with $8,000, turned it into $15,000. He was talking today about his overall position now. He's doing exceptionally well. You guys can do this, right? I just want to encourage you guys. You can definitely do this. Whatever you're looking at doing, if you're new to crypto, if you don't understand the dynamics, we have a lot of those components. We like teaching people about crypto because when you first get involved, it's just a market. It's exciting. Things go up. You want to make money. Guys, we focus on trading. We focus on the right entry, right? Is it a good time to buy Bitcoin, right? I've been saying, and I'll continue to say, yes, it's a good time to buy Bitcoin. I've explained to a few people a few different things today, and I want to explain it to you. In terms of the levels right now, it's kind of nice because we have three levels. I think we have kind of three levels. We have 45,000. We have 30,000, and then we have, I'm going to say, a real far-fetched notion of 15,000. I don't think anyone's going to let it get there, guys. I don't think anyone's going to let it get there. But in terms of this, we have 1, 2, and 3 levels. The 15 ensures that people have reserve capital. Stack your cash at 15 and below. Stack your reserve capital there to where at the 45 you could enter in with a position and use this on all your coins. I encourage you to use this on all your coins. Okay? The advice may be worthless if you don't want to listen to it, but guys, listen to the strategy that we use. It's creating big profits. Please listen. In terms of this, guys, the 45,000 is an entry zone. It's a nice entry zone with the understanding what? That crypto is very volatile. For your own sake, you can have another entry zone at 30,000. Right? It was just around the area. Not that it's going there at all. I project it going up in line with Elliott wave formation. Okay? So as we look at that, guys, just understand that 30,000 would be kind of a second tier approach with heavier capital below. And I'm talking about 5 times, maybe 5 times the amount that you have invested up here. The next level would probably be 5 times even that amount there. If you put in, let's say, 1,000 or 10,000, you might have 5,000 down here. You might have 25,000 available for a much lower level for a rainy day. Let's say a rainy day. And rainy days, sometimes they surprise us, but mostly we can kind of predict those in terms of the technicals. This guarantees that you're never overly emotional. You're not fearful of losing. No, because you have cash stacked below. That is the quintessential model that we use here in VIP, guys. That's what we do. And in the back, just make sure that applies with all your trades. If you're going heavy, guys, it becomes very uncomfortable. We don't like people to be uncomfortable when they trade. We want you to enjoy crypto. That's the whole idea. We are kind of dedicated to that mantra, that rationale in terms of what can bring value. Part of that in terms of value, yes, your trades, etc., but being comfortable in your trades, understanding the technicals, and being able to round out the details in terms of the frustrations that can present themselves when you're not prepared for the volatility. If you're overexposed, you're never going to be prepared for the volatility. It's not comfortable to watch the prices go down, right? You don't want that, right? So we don't want to see you guys go through that. Stay lightly involved at the top. Maybe a 5x below, 5 times your position at that. If it were at 45, say at 30, imaginary 30. Say at the 15, an imaginary 15. Stack your cash lower. You don't need to roll all into Bitcoin. People have heavy positions. I'm going to say that. We have a good position. I'm going to say that in terms of that. And it's just it's a nice dynamic to continually kind of express to people in terms of the pricing action of Bitcoin. Let's go into the hourly chart just so we can maybe learn a little bit more, not for purposes of changing anything we've said, right? Let's just go into the hourly, and so that we can just kind of experience a little bit of this price action. I'm seeing a little bit of a similarity here as we look at the similarity between this wave formation. Okay, this wave formation, you'll just classically see kind of this rounding of the top, right? It kind of reminds me of this formation here. Right, it really does. At some point, it hit during a very bearish trend, guys. I'd say let's say a lackluster portion of the bull trend. How about that? A lackluster portion of the bull trend, guys. During this, which frustrated, it was completing that overall larger wedge. You guys know that. But at some point, it hit and it decided to pick up. What we're doing right now is we're setting higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, guys. That is what we're going to be looking at now. Is a higher low. Okay, that's what I'm focused and targeted into. Is where will that higher low occur? There's a lot of institutional investments right now. There's a lot of people at JP Morgan with their wealth clientele, divisions of corporations that are looking at acquiring Bitcoin, guys, for their wealth. Guys, the people who haven't been in the market before, they have all this, great capital to work with. They haven't been able to get into Bitcoin. So now they're able to get into Bitcoin. The market is excited about that. We're excited about that. So as we look at the overall expression here, this kind of top formation, guys, it's just not really worrying me right now. It's a classic Elliott wave top formation, okay? And I believe a top formation of an interval that ultimately will also follow the Elliott wave formation to the upside. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You also see clearly now that this third wave here, the third wave to the upside, is clearly indicated that it's really not a stutter step of the, say, 1, 2. It wouldn't be 3, 4, and it wouldn't be in there. So the probabilities, again, the over 50%, guys, that's what we're always looking at trading. That's where I always, want to keep my holdings going, to keep my cash. If it's a cut loose on the probabilities, I'll take it. Sometimes we push, but most of the times, if you settle in with the probabilities, if you understand the technical analysis, if you're doing the reading, guys, in terms of like educating yourself, that's what we need, guys, in the marketplace. That's what we need amongst us traders, is the ability to interact. And you guys know it's been great in the back because you guys are interacting on a technical level. I really appreciate the level of professionalism and the discourse in the back. I want to let you guys know I appreciate that. I'm not always the easiest guy. I have a lot of things pulling me in a lot of different directions. I want people who also want to fight. They want to get in there and want to fight the market. I know you're busy with your jobs. You're busy with your businesses. You're busy with everything. It's like, well, I'm trying to get time with crypto. We'll try and make this slack up if you guys will continue to express the efforts. I promise, okay? If you guys will continue to express the efforts, I promise that Angel and I'm going to say Angel and I will make the effort to bring you guys what you can't put in. Is that a deal? That's a deal, okay? You guys put in as much as you can with all your heart. Get into crypto and get into this market, get into the technicals, get into reading your book, get into finding those new coins, get into finding the ones that haven't shot up yet, get into those technicals. What you can't cover, Angel and I are going to try and cover the remainder of the residual for you, okay? That's what a team's all about. So I've been a little bit, gangbuster a little bit the last few days. I want to let you guys know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're going to be there, and we're going to be there with open arms and get this market. I want you guys to experience wealth. I want you to experience huge gains. I want you to experience either 5x, 10x, 20. I want you to experience it. You are in the group, so you need to experience it. It's a reflection on you and me. When you guys toughen up, in this game of the market, just understand that we understand it's not easy, that it is tough, right? And it's just not, it's not handing out party favors for everybody. It's just not. Sometimes the trades are difficult as you guys get into it. I talk about like coffee trades. If you're not really sophisticated yet on an exchange, the overall profits, guys, the volatility is going to be there to profit on in the future. I talk about coffee trades, right? I talk about coffee trades in terms of like a coffee money. Try putting coffee money in. Try executing trades on Gate. We love Gate. Try getting in and out. Negotiate your bid, ask your spread, the edge. Make sure you are literally in and out. Feel the different components of the market. What mood is in the market in? Is it in an aggressive mood? I can't get in, or I can get in. Is it a conservative move? I can't get out, or can get out. Make sure that you're able to gauge the mood of the market. Do it on the micro, which is kind of coffee money. Something else you can practice. I want to book 10 trades in a row. When you get to booking 10 trades in a row, I've told you the entirety of the time, the macro, the big picture is going to look like it's easy, right? It's going to look like it's so much easier because you will have seen this right here play out 100 times in the preceding week. Maybe you've done 400 trades. Maybe you've done over the preceding month or so. We can do 400 trades in a day. You can. You guys, wave it quick. Just hit every formation. Get in the 10-second and run through those. Just use some coffee money. I'm literally talking coffee money. Practice the exchange. Practice your trades. How many can you book in a row? Don't worry about the commission. Don't worry about your calculative of the transaction. Book a positive trade. And I'm telling you on that, don't worry about that. Go with a small amount of money if you're starting and book a positive trade. Book 5 positive trades in a row. Feel how that feels, okay? And see why you did it. See how the patterns formulate into one another. Then book 10 positive trades and be like, yes, you will understand also about that, what you're capable of and what your strengths and weaknesses are, guys. If we talk about a weakness versus a strength dynamic, when do you get tired? How does that affect it? When does the market get tired? How does that affect it? When does all this really come to fruition? When you're able to continually grow your account and when you're able to apply it on the micro. the smaller level details, get in there, day trade, guys. You're going to be making some gangbuster moves. I just promise you, because we're excited about it. I want to shout out to Angel, our chief benefactor, guys. We're just killing the trades. I'm so excited about that. I want you guys to share in that excitement. Thank you guys for being around and for killing it yourselves. I know you're doing well. Angel is kind of like our, he's our big brother. I always call him my big brother. He knows that. He's family. In terms of that, just we have someone, me included, guys, who's very interested, extremely interested in how well you guys do. Extraordinarily interested in how well you guys do. Believe it or not, I know sometimes I'm rough and tough. You guys know that, huh? It's okay. You are too, huh? You tough guys, huh? Tough girls, guys and girls. But in terms of that, understand, I want to have that steam, right? We need that front of the engine, the front of the train to, something's going to get out of the way here. We need to plow through this. As you guys do get better at trading, as you're capitalizing on your gains, I just want that dynamic of our group to be beautifully expressed in terms of just being powerhouses. I want every one of you to know how to trade. I don't want another person in another group, whether it's JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, or it's, whatever, whoever it is. I want them to look at us like, they got it. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we got it, and we work to get it, right? Because you're not gonna have it unless you work to get it. So, the degree to which you guys can work, understand you need to. All right, there's no free lunch, guys. It just ain't. It ain't a free lunch club. In terms of that, just understand, if you are frustrated by your jobs, if you are frustrated by your family, your life, your everything that's going on, you can't put enough time into crypto. VIP is going to be for that. Okay, I want you guys to know. Angel and I are going to pick up the slack and continue to bring you guys good stuff. So I'm going to sign out, let you guys watch this, not make it too long, so that if you didn't catch the beginning, you can scroll back to that. I'd like to see this Elliott wave formation. That's the probabilities. I'm going to stick with the probabilities, particularly on the daily in terms of Bitcoin. You guys dial into those chop zones on the top. It's going to make your life a lot easier. That's that RSI, Relative Strength Index, combined with the EMAs. Beautiful, right? It's like, that's what you need, right? So bravo to you guys. I know you're booking trades. I know you're doing a great job. Angel, I'm so excited about our trade on Luna. Let's just cover that again and make sure that we are looking into that, because we couldn't be more excited. I love that video. Love that. Eden Rain, etc. $31.78, pushing $32 right now. We like that. What was the acquisition price? In around 60. We did the deep core value, and not a lot of people asked me to do that. Not a lot of people do, and Angel did. And I'm like, he said, what do you think about this? I was like, why don't we do a deep core value acquisition on it? And I didn't like it at all. I would have been, no, he knows that too. Like, I'm very matter of fact about things, but we did a deep core value, a deep value acquisition model on it. We're up, in excess of 300 and about 81% right now on some heavy positions. So that's nice. That's just that makes the year a heck of a year. Look at the previous price action on all your alts. It's like it never really happened. Right now, some of you are waiting. I'm really excited for you. If you're waiting for like Doge, or even some of the ones that haven't broken out, like some are really breaking out, like Sol is broken out, Luna has really broken out. As you're waiting, just good things come to those who wait. That's all I'm going to say. Good things come to those who wait, and crypto will make you wait. All right? It'll make you wait. It'll make you look at all the other opportunities that you want to buy in high somewhere else. It'll make you wait. It rewards people who wait. I've seen it time and time again. Guys, whether or not it's Bitcoin, whether or not it's Ethereum, whether or not it's your altcoin, Doge, this and that, it rewards people who wait. Patience. Warren Buffett said, the market is a tool of delivering assets and wealth from the impatient to the patient. So be patient. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your families. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy everything. And enjoy being in the VIP. If you can continue to kick those charts at us, I would love to see it, because I need to gauge your development. I need to see where you're at. If you have a frustration, some of you will say, well, I can't get on Gate yet because of such and such. Like Jose said that today. I'm like, man, just start another account. Quick fix. If you're not telling me, I can't do a chart because of this, I can't help you guys go forward in this. And guys, there's this kind of money to be made in the market. Understand that. As you look at it, like, I'm not just saying stuff just to say it. Like, there's this kind of money to be made. 381% on a large position, right? A decent position, yeah. Healthy six figures now. It's nice, healthy. So enjoy yourselves. I'm gonna let you go. Can't say goodbye because I want to hang out and talk. But you guys hit me up on the horn. How about that? Hit me up on the cell phone. Very excited. Want you guys to join VIP. For all our new VIP players, we want you to become heavy hitters. Okay, we got some in the group, and we want you to be just like them, right? So go ahead and follow us also on Bitcoin Spike, guys. We just want to push this because I'm excited, guys. Bitcoin has had a phenomenal, recent trajectory. We also cover Ethereum, etc. Definitely the alts, clearly. Go ahead and here's this. Day traders, guys, you know what we do. Bitcoin Spike. We just love it. Go ahead and follow us at Twitter on Bitcoin Spike. Also, the Kingdom. It's harder to find for good reason. Okay, so that's kind of your exclusive zone back there. So we'll take a breather here. You guys take care.